Howdy y'all, Jeff here. Nice hot day here in Texas, and we are getting ready to get a customer's egg switched over from an old nest handler with a handle over into a nice beautiful green egg farm table. All right, starting off with pulling these egg mates. Here we go. Now that I have removed the egg mates from both sides, I'm taking off these back brackets that hold the egg hinges to the handler. I pull that side off and I'm gonna pull this side off next. Okay, so as I was taking those brackets off the back, I noticed that some of the acorn nuts were a little loose. On these eggs, you need to make sure every few months, especially if you're moving them around a lot, to snug up those acorn nuts. So I went ahead and did that, and now while I'm here, the customer wanted me to replace their gasket. So you can see this gasket was starting to peel off. I'm starting by using a plastic putty knife, getting that scraped off. Then I'll use some acetone to clean the surface, and then I will apply the new gasket. All right, so the surface is all cleaned off with acetone. The bottom looks good. Gonna go ahead and apply the new green egg gasket material for an extra large egg. And then I'm gonna remove the dome to make this easier, flip it over, and I'll do the same thing on that. So I'm starting in the back of the egg with my seam, and then I like to use my thumb and middle finger as guides to start to work this around, get it lined up. It's a little cumbersome at first, just when you have a lot of material in your hand here. Okay, so I like to kind of let that drop down, and then with one hand I peel off the adhesive backing material as I start to work it around. And just continue like this. I'm just going to get this over to where I started. It gets a little tight here as I get by the hinges and the dome, which is why when I apply this on the dome, I'm actually going to remove it and flip it over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Sharp pair of scissors. Get that cut and then press down into place. All right, so I have unbolted all the hinges, the ones on the back and the ones on the side. Now I'm going to flip the dome, and I'll put a furniture blanket between the base and the dome to protect that. All right, with the gaskets in place on both the dome and the base, the new aluminum large table is in place, and we're gonna put one of the furniture pads on top of the table to protect it, and then switch the base over, set the dome, and start to get the hinges all tightened back down and adjusted properly. All right, and just like that, an old egg has a completely new look, complete with a brand new gasket. And this thing is ready for many more years of service. All right, y'all have a great day. Come on back and see me. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe, and keep following us. Have a great day.